Hello everyone, and I am back for another Valentine's Day craft project. So this one is the same, pretty much the same idea with these foam stickers, but this time I'm going to do a long one that you can hang up. Put some beads on the bottom, and I'm going to show you how I made this one. Just going to move it over to the side so we have our workspace. Now with this one, because the yarn is longer, I used my 15-inch ruler and I wrapped it around and then cut the one end only so that I have the right length for the whole thing. And so this is the string. And then I picked out, this package has all kinds, different sizes. You've got the red, the light pink, the dark pink. And they come in, I believe, 3 sizes. This size, and then the little one. So I decided to make another craft with it. So here we got our 2 red hearts, 2 pink hearts, and the pink ones are thinner, but that doesn't matter. And then 2 red and 2 pink. And then I pulled out my beads. So I'm not using the pearly ones, I'm using the plain white ones, along with this, I don't know what color you would call it. It's kind of like a purple pink. And then the solid pink. There's some hearts here too, but I decided not to use it this time around. So we're using these 3. And then I need clips at the bottom for the beads to hold it so it doesn't come off when I do the other one. I do the 2 beads first, and then I put the clips on, and then I'll use my glue to glue it. Now this glue I really like. It's from the dollar store again, Dollarama, $1.25. You get 4 tubes. And I keep my tubes because these 3 in here has not been opened yet. So I keep it in the packaging with the label so I know what it is. But then the one that I'm using, I'll put in a different tube so that I know this one's already open. Now some of these, once you open it, if you don't use it all up, like within a certain time frame, it could stick and then you can't open it. It's garbage. But this is what I do. And I also want to show you this. Like some of these that you get will be defective. Like I don't know if you can see that. It's like this is wet. It almost looks wet. But it's just defective and I'll just throw it away. Like you get so many in the bag, you can throw, it away. For the string, for the beads, we do need a needle with a decent sized eye on it, but not too big because it's got to go through the bead. And then, to thread it. Because I'm using embroidery floss, it's hard to thread it without that device. But if you use a cord instead, a thin cord, it's less likely to split up and come apart. So it's easier to thread in the needle. But for this embroidery floss, I do need that threader. And I have a whole box of embroidery floss. This is what my mom had. And there's so much in here. You can pick any color. You can do red, pink, white. I choose white because it's neutral and it shows more the product you're producing, right? So, all right. So now, I think that's everything. We can get started. Oh, of course, and you need your little scissors. Now these I got from Amazon and it came in a pack of 2. I gave one to my boyfriend. And when I started using it, it is amazing. It is so sharp and it does such a good job. Except I think I used it more like some like to pry something apart or whatever, because now there's a gap between the blades. So like it I don't know if you can tell, it kind of separates like that. So I need to go on Amazon, and you can buy like a pack, I think it's 6 or 8 of them or something, like multiples. And I think I'm going to do that because these are amazing for crafting. Okay, so back to, let's start this project. So we take the thread at the 2 ends, just like with the single one, you just make sure they're aligned and then pull it down. And then I like to press it like between my fingers, even twist it, like just so it makes a dent where it's supposed to fold. And then actually we're going to put it this way. All right, so then we're going to take our first one, peel the backing, from both of them. Oops. No. Okay, so now if you look here, there's about, I guess that's about an inch. If you pull it straight, it's about an inch. So we're going to put this down and then figure about an inch. And remember, you want it where the V is, and you want it at the tip on the bottom. Now, if you don't have it exact, it's fine, but that's where we're aiming. And then overlap it. Now, I did make a mistake on this one, and you can see here, it's not quite aligned. I tried to separate it and redo it. With these, once they stick, they're stuck. You cannot take them apart and reposition them. So that's fine. When it's hanging up, you're not going to notice it. All right. Then we're going to do the next one. Keep forgetting my left hand, I cut the nail. I have to use my right hand to peel. All right, and then the gap in between is about an inch. So we're going to figure about an inch. That looks about right. And then put the other one. Now these are thinner, so they're more likely to no. Oh, got it. Ah. See, it can get messy. You really gotta be careful. Manipulate the fingers. Okay, put this back down. Focus. There. Okay, now we're going to try this again. All right. It doesn't have to, like the two of them don't have to be exact, because where I plan on putting it, they're going to be like, what is it, like 4 feet apart? So if it's slightly different, it won't matter. Come on. There's a little piece that didn't come off, which I could have just left it, but. All right. Whoops. Next one. 1 inch apart. Point to point. There we go. You could push down on the ends if you want. All right, one more. Okay, here we go again. All right, now that part is done. So now comes the beads. Now, each string is separate. So we have, I'll take this out of here because this is where I put my beads. And my pin cushion over there. Oh well, we'll just lay it down. So now there's 3. So there's the purple, the white, the pink. The purple, the white, the pink 4 times. So you need 4 of each color. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so now we're going to take 1 string. There. Up, up, up. Silly me. Ah! The needle came out too. Okay. Gotta go careful because it is really thick. Because this is not I don't use this for regular needles, only for the bigger needles. Because it's really wide. And so the 2 layers of yarn has to go with this through the eye hole. I guess I could have tried a bigger needle, but I didn't think it would go through the beads. Anyway, so we take the purple, white, the pink. Playing games with me. Purple, white, pink. So once I've gotten the first 6 beads on, I pull it through and then I'll do the next 6. Then you can take the needle out of it. And so there it is. Now I'm going to take one of these clips, which I found also on Amazon. They come in all different colors. Blue, green, yellow, orange, pink, and purple. And they're flat. There's no teeth, so it's flat. And it works really great for the beads. So I just clip where the bead is so I don't lose any beads. And then I go to the other string and do the process all over again. So first we got to do the knot. Now the knot is hard because you got to have it as close to the beads as possible. Here I did pretty good. But unless you know how to pull the knot will be here, but you got to carefully pull it down so it's as close to the bead as possible. And that can get a little tricky. So you just gotta, I guess it's just practice. See what I mean? There's the knot. Oh, it's actually pretty close to the bead. But when you pull it, I don't know if you can see on the camera. See, when you pull it, it's going to close up here. And I want it down there. So I got to pull it down. Like, there. So that's how close I got it to the bead. See? There's got to be a little bit of slack. And I don't think you can do it any other way. Like, it's really hard to get it all the way. try and slide it down much as I can. And then pull it tight. Oh, that one got closer, I think. Yeah, because look at that. The knot's there. And this one, I got the knot right there. That's good. All right, so now we need some glue. So we're just going to put one drop. One drop there. One drop there. And then quickly pull with your nail the bead down towards it. Hopefully the glue didn't dry before you did that. Now just let it sit. And there we are. It is now hanging up on my banner. I have it right there, coming down on either side. I just thought that the banners and the Cupid was nice, but you see that little loop I have up there? I just thought that I needed to put something there, but I didn't do anything with the loop. It's still there. But I like it with the string of hearts and the beads hanging.